He said, after taking that, you feel like you're taking a bullet for your country. That really boosted me a lot.
And then, of course, in the end, we will all also keep believing that Mohammad Siraj came.
Even I had a little bit of heart attack when he came first ball, and he was like, he played the defense and just close to the bat. Like I felt, oh my god. To be honest, I got some offers. It was not an easy no to say to everyone. My answer is always to play for SRH. He's like, oh, okay, take the shoe. It's my 10 says if you want, you can take this. Next match, I wore that shoe and I scored 100.
But do you still get emotional talking about it?
Still.
दूसरों की खुशी में खुशी पाना, दूसरों की सफलता में आंसू बहाना. Those, it's a powerful emotion. And it's a satisfying emotion as well. And my guess is more than 1 million people felt that emotion on the 28th of December 2024 when Nitish Kumar Reddy scored his maiden test century at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. And what a first score it was for this 22-year-old to Australia. Second highest run getter for India in that series across 5 tests. Average of close to 40 in a 5-match test series, and now the darling of close to 1 billion people. Joining us today in the PUMA headquarters is none other than Nitish Kumar Reddy. Sorry, I went a little emotional over there, and I'll tell you why I went that. I generally don't do that in interviews. But I was sitting in my drawing room, 100 aa raha hai, 100 aa raha hai, 100 aa raha hai. And I shed a tear. Ravi Shastri shed a tear. So many people were all crying around. So when you know that kind of energy, and I feel love is such a crazy energy, Nitish. They're all coming from that emotion of love, happy that you've succeeded. When the person who's in the middle, that eye of the storm, did you kind of understand what was going on at that time?
And at that time, I didn't understand, to be honest.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Because everyone was crying around you. You were the only one who was looking normal, sane at that time. Everyone else was bah, 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 like that. It was crazy, yeah? Was it a powerful moment for you? Have you gone back?
Yeah, I have gone back. When I came back to my dressing room, I've seen some crazy videos like my father crying, and who I look up to, inspiration, Virat Bhai, is also stand up and giving an applause for me for the inning, and that's a great moment for me.
And what was that dressing room like? जब आप वापस ड्रेसिंग रूम में गए, स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन तो आया जब आपने 100 मारा,
Yeah,
पर जब आप ड्रेसिंग रूम में वापस गए, वापस डाला ही.
everyone came up to me and they really congratulated me. I was just hoping, I was just looking for one guy, like hoping he would come and talk to me, and he came. He came to my seat.
Does his name start with V?
Yeah, it's obviously. Yeah. So everyone came up and they really congratulated me, and Kale by Ruth by everyone they who I looked up to, and finally when Virat Bhai came and he's like, Nitish, you have played a wonderful inning and you got us into the game, and that moment itself is a special moment for me. And later on, I saw when I scored 100, my father cried, and then this Virat Bhai was also celebrating my century. I have seen that video, and it was a bit emotional for me at that time. Like, and that time I felt what I have achieved that day.
पर ये नहीं आपने बोला अपने आप को कि यार ये सब लोग क्यों रो रहे हैं इतना यार? It's a sensory, but why are so many people crying?
It's an emotional thing, I guess. Like my father behind the scenes, he had made a lot of sacrifice for me to come here, and I made it and I delivered it. At that time, my father felt was really emotional. I was searching for my father at that time. I couldn't see. I saw my mom and sister over there in the box, but he was not there in the box. He came to the Bharat Army. This thing. I was searching for him, but I couldn't find him. Later on, I saw it on screen that he is crying.
Yeah. Because actually में जो आपको मैच का इमोशन लेना होता है, you have to come into the stands. Yeah. You have to sit with the fans.
Actually, yeah. He never stays in one seat when I'm batting, so he just stands and roams around. Just when I score a boundary, right, he'll just stay over there only. If I was getting beaten or something, he'll just change the place to other place. It's like that with him.
It's wonderful. Yeah. Stories that you have of parents, of course, wanting their children to succeed and all the sacrifices that they make. We'll talk about that in the interview. But if I go back to that day, the 28th of December, अक्सर क्या होता है ना नितिश, जब आप बड़ा स्कोर बनाने वाले होते हो, and especially in the format that you did it in, you're spending time in the middle. तो कहीं ना कहीं आपको समझ आ जाती है कि आज शायद दिन है, आज कुछ होने वाला है. During that innings, at what time did you kind of realize that this is one of those days where I think I can go and get a triple figure score.
To be honest, I never felt like that. It was just going in the moment. Like I just want to take ball by ball and let's see the situation. Let's break down into situations. Like keep it session one, session two, session three, and try to play on. And if a good ball comes and if I got out, it's fine. But I don't want to do any mistake and get out on that day. And to be honest, in that dressing room, everyone spoke about mentality, and I really look up to that. When you play against big teams or crucial games, the mentality is more needed for any player. And I kept my mental strength strong, and that even though when the bouncers are coming or when they're teasing, when they're sledging, I just kept
There was sledging going on.
obviously that was good. I can't say what they have said, but yeah, obviously they are sledging. But you need to keep that mental strength and you need to keep that calmness inside you, not bursting out and trying to do some stupid stuff. I just kept myself in my area and everything got in my way.
Is this something that comes naturally to you? Because keeping yourself in your area, sometimes the best of us can't do it at times.
It's like a natural thing, but I was trying to adapt to that because if someone just comes to me and disrespect me, I would never accept that.
Yes.
But it's part of game, you know. Outside is different, but in game, even we do those kind of things, sledging them, and we wanted to get a wicket, so we do sledging, and also we know they also wanted to get a wicket and they do sledging, so we just need to keep ourselves.
There's nothing you can tell us which is PG rated and nothing at all, nothing creative or what was being tried to at least break. See, the eventual game of sledging is to break your concentration,
Yes.
is to break your bubble.
So Travis came to me and he was like, "Nitish, where are you going tonight for the party?" And I he knows that I won't go for partying at all. He just came to me and Australia is such a good city and you're playing in Melbourne. It's great city. You have to go out and you need to like chill on. He knows that I won't go and all. So
And
he was just trying to distract me.
but what do? You don't reply. You just see through that guy.
I don't reply. I don't reply. He knows that I won't reply. So I told, okay, Travis, we both will go at one day. He was saying some nice jacuzzis here, and he was there in short leg. So when I came first ball, not at that match, but the other match, he was like, "Nitish, if you hate me, I'll hit you in your bowling." He was like that. He's really scared to do the short leg.
But I think it helps that you guys all play franchise cricket together.
It's fun. It's a fun
That's
thing.
fun, yeah.
Yeah,
I think what also matters is that you know the human being, right? Beyond that competitive environment.
yeah, they won't go beyond as well.
Yeah, yeah. So it kind of helps. If I just still stick with that, of course, century, उसमें आपकी साझेदारी लगी है वॉशिंगटन सुंदर के साथ. Because to be said, he played his part in that partnership as well. In that big partnership, what were some of the conversations that the both of you were having? Because both of you are kahin na kahin in a phase where you guys are part of a tour. You both are experiencing something new from an Indian team perspective, and now here you guys are. You're helping the team survive in a sense. So what was the conversation going on in that?
As you mentioned, Washi, he played brilliantly in that time. Like, I would say if he is there little more longer, we would have played little more longer, but it's part of game. He got out. But the balls he faced, and we were just keep trying to say ourselves that keep believing, keep believing. When we, after the over or when we play a boundary, we just come together. Like after boundary, we'll come together. We'll just say, keep believing, Washi. He just says, keep believing, Nitish. Whenever I get beat or something like that. I was in bit rush or something, or Washi is in rush. We just come in between and say, keep believing that we're gonna do wonder today.
It's funny, huh? How something so simple as just keep believing
Yeah,
can calm you down.
in the end, you can't keep more words to that. You just keep it simple. Just keep believing and focus on what you can do. That's it.
And then, of course, in the end, we were all also keep believing when Mohammad Siraj came.
Even I had a little bit of heart attack when he came. When he came that first ball and he was like he played the defense and just uh, close to the bat. Like I felt, oh my god. I knew that second ball is gonna come bouncer. Like no, I guess first ball came bouncer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got rid of Bumrah.
What Pat Cummins did is he tried to put Siraj on back foot and then tries to get that edge or LBW. So he bowls that bouncer and the next ball I know that is gonna bowl in a good length area, tries to get nick or bowled. So I said Siraj bhai, don't prepare for bouncer. If bouncer comes, just take it to your head or just leave it.
Did you also say, please, just do
I
it?
intense it is because I don't want to make him more nervous.
Yeah,
Because at that situation, he also want me to score 100 and he knows that I'm in 99 and he really have to play the three balls. I don't want him to make more nervous. I kept my face, maybe I acted a bit over there. Like I kept my face more confident on him. Like, Siraj bhai, I know you will do it. I'm okay if you got out also. Just play these three balls and we'll see what happens. And I know how it feels, when he came and he needs to play the three balls. And about crowd, like even my 100 was not that loud, but when Siraj played that last ball, I can see the whole NCG crowd is like went crazy.
Heavy, yeah? Heavy?
Heavy.
Have you experienced a sound like that before? Because you played in India, so you experienced.
Yes, I experienced in Hyderabad crowd like when they cheered for us, but this was something else. Like it was too loud.
They say nervous 90s, correct? What was nervous 90s like you? For you, sorry, at the MCG?
To be honest, I never felt like that.
Not at all.
Not on 90s, but on 97s and when Mumbai got out, because I would say I made a mistake over there. Like I played a shot and that was the last ball of the over, and I didn't realize that was the last ball. And I called up for two and I said no in between. But already Boomer was coming. I don't want him to get injured. So yeah. He's already here and I just ran and I was like, I felt no, this is not like that's the last ball and now Boomer has to face like six balls. So Boomer told no worries, I'll play. So he played a drive or something like that. He got aged and that moment I felt uh, I should have not done that mistake. Like everyone else, small blunder will be happening. So that I have done over there.
Are you a guy who's harsh on himself?
Yeah, on myself.
Yeah, on yourself.
Yeah.
You generally are like that from the.
Yeah, I'm like that. I don't want to blame others. I'll take the blame on me and want to rectify in that.
Because that shot, I vividly remember that shot. Tha. That was the shot.
Over the covers and
Yeah.
that became two. Boomay was playing on second ball and he got out of Siraj comes and I hope that's the last wicket.
Yes, last wicket.
Yeah, so
And then you told him, don't worry if I get out on.
yeah, I tried to act so cool in front of him, but andar se pura, you know, I tried to be cool in front.
What did he say?
He said, okay, he's in nervous, like I can see that, but anyone will be in nervous at that time. He's like, okay, I'll play. He came up and he said that I know Siraj's mentality is in that way. He never, you know, back down himself. He is fully hyped up. Even I saw instantly when I played that shot and he's like he went crazy and he's also celebrating. I saw that. That's how Siraj is. Like he's a true gentleman.
Everyone talks like that about him as a teammate.
He is very good.
But if I stick to the 100, so then came that shot for the 100, right? The boundary, I think there was, and then you got your 100. Had you planned, firstly, this everything? Did you plan all of that?
This thing was planned, like, before I just thought, I wanted to replicate Tollywood guys' celebration, like their iconic moments in movies.
Okay.
So I want, especially Tollywood guys, to take that iconic moments when I played some 50 or 100. I just want to do that celebration. So it became good actually. So when I did that Pushpa thing on 50,
Yeah.
and for the 100 thing, I just want to salute to my nation.
Yeah.
So on top of helmet, you'll have a flag, right?
Yes.
So I just want to like stamp my flag on there and just want to salute to that flag. Like obviously you are playing for national team, and I would just want to,
Can you describe that moment? Because unless you don't experience it, no matter मैं TV पे कितना देख लूं, I can't describe it. It'll always be incomplete.
100 itself is a great movement, and I still remember first ball when Bolan bowled, it came in after pitching and it was slightly inside edge and it hit to my pad and they came up loud appeal and umpire gave obviously not out. And then second ball I just walked a little bit further and instantly when I saw the ball up and just lifted it up.
Huh.
I just ran towards my dressing room sort of kind of thing, and I really wanted to jump, but I forgot to jump at that time, and I just wanted to salute for my nation, and crowd is like crazy at that time. I really enjoyed that moment. Just want to experience one more time in future.
Sir, but you are actually Gen Z. है ना आप लोग सब नौजवान हो एंड जेन जी लिव्स ऑन रील्स तो आपने अभी तक कितने रील देख लिए हैं उस मोमेंट क्योंकि मैं अभी एयरपोर्ट से टू द पूमा हेडक्वार्टर आई वाज गोइंग थ्रू डूइंग माय थिंग एंड ऑल आई हैव सीन सो मेनी रील्स ऑफ दैट ऑल ऑन डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ म्यूजिक हैव यू
Even I have seen like my friends do share reels. When you see Instagram, when you see your reels, right? It comes more like
ओके
in your feed.
yeah.
And I saw my friends sharing those reels, and I used to watch, and more reels used to come in. I really love when people edit my videos like with that background music and all. Like I kind of feel good
It's
momentum.
powerful, huh? The combination of music,
Yeah,
sport,
it is, and the
working with.
way they edited it looks very good.
If I go back to the start of the series, okay, um, when your call up came, it was a surprise call up, in a sense. When did you get to know about the call up? Were you expecting the call up for the Border Gavaskar Trophy to come?
I was picked up for India against Australia. We are flying to Australia and we played one game. And I I don't remember quite well, but I got a call up that I was expecting that I would be picking, but I'm not sure that I'll be picked or not. But when I got official call, I was so happy.
What, did you hear murmurs? Was someone talking to you that your name is there in the mix we're
Like
talking
in
about?
Instagram only. Maybe it's fake or I don't know. It's real, but how they got the news, I don't know. But they are talking that Nitish is having a good chance to debut this Australian series, and I was just waiting for the call, and one day it came. I called instantly to my father and told him that I got selected. And one more emotional moment is there when I got selected to Zimbabwe tour. That's my first tour,
Yes, yes.
but I got
Injured.
I got out from that. I called my father when I got the official call. He was really excited. He really wants to know that I'm playing for India or not. When I really got the call, I called him and I told Papa, I'm going to play for India, and he's so excited and happy tears are there. And instantly next day, my scanning reports came that I got injured, and I really don't know. At that moment, I was really down. Even I remember I contacted Akansh as well. I was really down. I was asking which ice cream is good here. I want to have ice cream. I got cravings at that time. Uh, I don't know how to explain it to my father. Like last day only, he was so excited, and my mom was on happy tears, and I don't want to make them really cry for that. And I called my father finally, and I called him and I told that I got injured and I'll be ruled out for Zimbabwe tour. He was like, he kept his emotions inside. I can see that it's on video call. He kept his emotions inside and he's like, it's fine. How much time it's gonna take? And it's fine. You'll get another opportunity. You'll make it good and this and that. I know after the call, I would have cried.
Mm.
But yeah, that's an emotional moment for me at that time.
Was it tough to accept individually as well? I know what you mean by the emotions your father was
It's tough
going.
to accept, but it's part of sports player journey, But it came in a wrong moment. I felt it, but anyways, at the end, I got another opportunity to play for India, and I played well.
Was the India A call up? Because the India A call up is generally when you send your A team and you assess conditions, and वहाँ पे अगर एक दो लड़के आपको दिख गए who have now been a part of those conditions, then you draft them in, much like how you were drafted into the senior team. So that was that a sense कि मैं हूँ कहीं ना कहीं?
To be honest, India A series helped me a lot. If I would have gone straight away to play for Indian team, that would be little more challenging for me to figure out the way how can I play in Australian pitches. With Indian A series, I really learned quickly over there, and to the time when I came to BGT, I was already experienced in Australian pitches and I know how the bounces, how the wicket behaves after certain overs, and that really helped me in Indian A series.
What was that first day like? So you've of course been assessing the conditions, you've been around, you've been with the India side, but now comes the India side. Now comes Virat Kohli. So what was that first? Was it a practice session? Did you meet everyone in the team hotel? How did that go about?
I've been with Indian team in T20 as well, but there are no Rohit Sharma or Virat by so-called senior players. When I actually into the senior squad, it was a bit nervous to build a conversation with them or talk with them. First thing, Rohit Bhai came and he talked with me. It was very welcoming thing for me. And later on, senior players slowly they came up and they talked with me. It's not like I was making a move, but they're making me feel comfort over there, and I really love the atmosphere, the way they kept to me.
Any special conversation with Virat? Even before you had played, I'm saying. Once you played, तो आप दिखा रहे हो what you're made of.
There's a special, you know, dressing room meeting. So a meeting was going before the series, before the practice games, whatever we are. First day, everyone was talking. Senior players basically, Rohit Bhai, Ravi Ashwin Bhai, and Virat Bhai. These all are talking, and have seen Virat Bhai speech, and that really boosted me. Like obviously others as well, but the one who I look up to, right? And the guy who's talking in front of you, and he's saying that Australian series is such a thing. Like, I have been played this and that. He was expressing his, past what he has done, and how you need to be in Australian country. That's really a great moment for me to experience those kind of speeches. Like, you have obviously we have seen on screen, but when I actually experienced in front, it was I really felt the goosebumps in me.
What is it about him? Because this, even from someone who's been working in broadcasting for a long time, um, primary skill is cricket for all of you. Secondary skill and so on is talking to people, communicating, talking on camera. When you hear him talk, you listen. There is just something about very captivating. He just pulls you in. That when he's talking, there's something, I don't know, how do I put it? This powerful. Is that the right way to say it? That when he's talking, everyone just stops whatever's happening left, right, and center.
It is powerful. It is motivating, to be honest. When he talks, if we feel like motivated, and we have to do, it will take everyone in one point, and we need to go as a team. That's how he makes it possible. He talked about mentality that day, and I was like boosted up really, because so many points he put in that meeting. You need to be really tough playing against Australia. That's how you need to be. And I always looked up to be like a mentally tough guy
Hmm.
when I play into center wicket, and he exactly kept the same point. And I really looked up for the mental thing aspect in that Australian series, and it worked.
At that time, did you try doing this kind of a selfie, which you did like that? Thak, he's doing his interview, and Thak, you.
I really tried. It was always nervous. Even now, if he comes in front of me, I'll feel nervous. Like, I don't know why. I never had this experience with any other player.
Yeah.
But if he comes in front of me, and I always feel nervous. Even when I scored my 100, when he came up to me and he said, I was like feeling nervousness.
It doesn't come across when we're seeing you. It doesn't seem like you're nervous at all. I know you're talking about with Virat
Yes,
in
Virat.
particular, but it just doesn't seem. Even that time, you seem like a guy who's like, ये अपनी जगह है, कि I belong here. Even if it's day one, if it's day 100 or whatever, whatever. I thought that's a solid compliment. And the music and all in the dressing room, is he still the DJ in charge, or is it Hardik as a company? He
He's
is
the one, yeah.
Punjabi.
Straight away comes into the dressing room and on music. He plays the music.
And Punjabi music.
Yeah.
If I talk about that first test, Nitish, when did you get to know that you're going to be playing?
First test. I I'm not sure that I'm going to play at first, but they know that I'm going to play. I am not sure that I'm going to play. And one day Gautam sir came and he said that Nitish, you're going to play. And I still remember one word that helped me a lot, because I was struggling to play bouncers in Australia wicket. At that time, he came and he was like, after the practice, that's the last practice session. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we're having match. Day after tomorrow.
Hmm.
So he came up to me and he said, Nitish, you already know that you need to be mentally strong. I just want to keep one answer to you, that whenever you face tough situations like the bouncers or something like that, try to why to duck or something like that, try to ignore it, try to take onto your shoulders or take onto your head. He said that. I was like, oh, okay, okay, sir. He said, after taking that, you feel like you're taking a bullet for your country. So that really boosted me a lot. A youngster who is coming, and Gautam sir is saying in such a way to take a bullet for your country. And I'm a guy who is like, if if not cricket, I would be an army guy.
Okay.
So that thing really helped me a lot. When I faced Pat Cummins, Mitchell Stark, or someone like that. Like when bouncers are coming, I just feel like, okay, like I'll take it to my shoulders. That really helped me a lot. That single word.
It's crazy how a small message can be passed on through just a few words. Huh?
Yes. Gautam sir really helped me a lot, like in mental aspects. Like he kept me in my space, and to believe in myself. He kept me in that mode. Every time when I feel nervous or pressure, something, obviously every situation where I battered was his pressure situation, and he really helped me a lot to get out of that pressure situation.
And do you remember the cap ceremony?
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember what he said? exactly?
I remember cap number 315, Nitish Kumar Reddy. That word really, I just kept it in my mind so it doesn't delete.
And once you wore that India cap,
So I still remember that when he said that, Nitish, I know how you came here, and I have seen you practicing
hmm,
through the I know why you came here and this whole thing, because I know if he's saying that, that means that he has watched me in practice and how hard I'm doing, and he knows that I did a lot of hard work, and also mentioning in that moment really boosted me up. And when he gave up the cap and when I'm putting it up, everyone was like applauding me.
if I can take you back to the Naman Awards, the under 16, that selfie that you took. Can you tell us about the time? How old were you? 15 at the time?
17,
17 at the
16, 16.
16 at the time.
Yeah.
And you said, चलो यही मौका मिलेगा, ले लो जी फोटो यहीं से, हाँ?
No, I wanted a proper photo with him,
हाँ.
but I can't keep myself holding of not taking a picture. He was just sitting behind me, and at that time I really don't have a phone as well. I got my mama's phone and he was there with me. I took my that phone and I was like I was taking selfie like this. I don't want him to notice that I'm taking a selfie, so I was taking a selfie like this. Later on, I really want to get a good picture with him, but he was talking to some old lady and bodyguards are full. It was his prime time, and no one is really getting near him. At that time, Anushka Sharma, she saw me that I was really trying hard and not able to get. She came up to me and she said, "Come, I'll give you a picture."
Hmm.
That was a great moment, you know. I didn't expect it that she would come and give a picture.
And have you spoken to him about it now recently? That remember I had done this.
No, I haven't spoken about that, but my sister told me that she told that thing which happened that day, and she was like, "Oh, really? I didn't." She didn't really remember that moment because I was 15, 16 years old. Uh, my sister showed that picture to Anushka Sharma.
And now when you see, so you haven't spoken to her, but your sister has shown it to her. And
I haven't spoke that thing to Virat Bhai or Anushka Sharma also.
well, you were there's also a story about you wanting to ask Virat for his bat, and then you were hesitant.
Actually, after last game, I wanted a bat from him. Like I couldn't. I never asked anyone for the bat unless they are my close friends. But Virat Bhai is someone who is I can go and straight away ask Virat Bhai give me a bat. So I wanted his bat and I was trying for opening, and we lost that match and the two didn't, like, we ended up losing, and I don't really want to. He's also not in a great mood. So I went out for a sandwich and I came in. Harshit was like he's rotating a bat. He's in front of me. He's poking me.
Huh.
Uh, I saw that I'm out of bed. I mean, पूछा किसका है? मैंने बोला विराट भाई. Oh, okay. He is like, I got the bat from Virat Bhai. I was like, how? He don't. I straight away went and asked him. I thought like, यार अब तो opportunity और कम हो गया है.
Huh.
So I was like sitting. I was just packing myself, and at that time I wanted a signature. Like if you saw my 100, that's not my shoe. That's actually Virat Bhai's shoes. He asked Sarfraz first that Sarfu तेरा size क्या है?
Huh.
So Sarfu said 9 or something like that. So he asked me, Nitish, what's your size? I was like, oh my god, I have to guess it correctly.
Huh.
Even if it's not my size, I want to take that shoe very bad.
Yes, sir.
So I said, okay, 10.
Huh.
He's like, oh, okay, take the shoe. It's my 10 says if you want, you can take this. I was like, I want to take. And next match, I wore that shoe and I scored 100.
You know, I don't see too many sportsmen doing this, wearing new shoes. You generally break into a shoe, so you'd rather wear a comfortable shoe which you've broken into.
It depends on persons, actually. Yeah.
Okay, so you wore
People,
that.
like certain persons who, if they're comfortable, they will. Otherwise, new shoe. Some are comfortable with new and some are comfortable with old.
Now we know why the 100 came then. Huh? Not bad. Huh? That match you wore it, and
And coming to that bad thing, and I was packing and I wanted a sign on that shoe. So I went up to him and I got the sign, and he said, when I'm going back, Nitish, wait. I was like, okay. He was opening his bag. He packed actually. He opened his bag and he took two bats out and he was like checking, and he gave one bat to me.
yeah.
And I was like, I didn't expect it, to be honest. Like I didn't ask him, to be honest. I didn't ask him. I really wanted, but I didn't ask him. I was holding back, and he gave the bat and I was like shocked at that time. मैंने बोला विराट भाई इस पे भी साइन कर दो. She signed on that bat as well, and I still have that bat.
Where is that bat, sir?
It's safe in my home.
Properly put up somewhere. You're finding a spot for it.
Yes, I'm right.
Proper spot. And what did he write on that? Any
So he told best wishes to Nitish Kumar Reddy. All the best wishes to Nitish Kumar Reddy.
done? Wonderful, yeah. Wonderful stories. And this is just the start, huh, Nitish?
Yeah.
Nitish, please tell us about early childhood here. Cricket जिंदगी में कितनी जल्दी आई? Was it a natural attraction and you stuck to it ever since? Because I saw a few videos where it said कि मैं मजे के लिए पहले खेल रहा था. I think your father only took you to one of these grounds, but then you got hooked on and just switched on and moved on from there.
At starting, it was not so professionally into it. I was not so professionally, but later on, I love to play tennis ball with my friends. At that time, I was 11, 12, something like that, and I really love to play tennis ball. And I was good in cricket at that time. I really love playing cricket and football. So football, they don't used to be in PT or something like that. They don't put football. So I play cricket a lot. So I was being there for my school captain, and I really love sports. My father knows that he's an ex kabaddi player.
Okay.
He got an injured and then he got out from kabaddi. Uh, Later he knows that I run well and I play cricket well. So everything sports kind of thing. He really loves sports. And one day I was like playing in my zinc quarter. So I hit a ball. It went to an auntie house. So it's like she was so angry and she came up to my mom.
तोड़ा शीशा तोड़ा
शीशा तोड़ दिया
Sir, well done, sir.
उस दिन शीशा तोड़ दिया और she was so pissed off and she came up to my mom and she बाम्बू दिया मेरे mom को फिर बाद में after that my mom said to my father that there is a ground nearby, right? So why don't you keep him over there anyway, summer holidays, let him play in that ground. At that time my father used to go walk in that ground, so he took me over there and I started playing there. That was to be honest, at that time I don't really like playing over there because it's all the technique part. You are not hitting a ball,
Yeah.
but you're doing that shadow 1, 2, 3, everything. I really don't like that part. I just want to bang that tennis ball. At that time, I don't know technique is that much, but later on, I felt that was good. At that time, my father used to sit with other parents, and he got the information about cricket, how it is, and if what if my son comes and if he does good, what happens, everything. He inquired, and he really wanted me to be a cricketer. He takes me every day and comes, but I'm not totally into it. But when he actually left his job, because he transferred to Udaipur, it's a central government job, a well-settled family. We shifted to Udaipur and he really don't want to go because language barrier will be there and how he doesn't know how the cricket over there is. And
And by then you had started performing at a state
no,
level.
not at all. That's what I'm saying. I was nothing at
So it was all potential at that time, just
no,
potential.
I was just nothing at that. He knows that I play good, but I never know that I'm going to be a professional cricketer. I was just playing it for fun. Just for the sake of my father, I'm coming there and I was playing. I really want to play tennis ball cricket. And then when he left his job and he was like, even at that time also I was not so serious. I felt like my father started some business kind of thing with friends. And I thought, okay, he left his job and he started some business and it's fine. I thought I was still playing like fun cricket, everything. And then friends ने धोखा दिया उसको और they betrayed him and they took the money of which came after retiring. He got some money and he kept it with his friends and they took off the money. And that's where a big hit for my father in his life, I guess. And we were really struggling at that time, to be honest. Like
How old were you at this time?
that time, 13, 14.
Could you understand what was going on?
No, I couldn't really understand what is going on because my father never showed his emotions in front of me. I guess that's how every father is. He never showed his emotion. He tried to be so serious with me and want to focus on my cricket because I would say he's the one who recognized a good player in me, who's the one who trusted first. And later on, my mom really tried to trust, but my mom really don't want me to go into cricket because she wants me to make a doctor
Hmm.
at that time. And later on, when I saw, you know, that moment came up to me. I came from my practice, and we were really struggling to get my kit bag as well. My shoes, my mama has gifted me. That's a different story. But we were really struggling to. Even my father is struggling to maintain that house. And one day I saw him crying in front of my mom. Like, they were having a chit chat, and they thought that I have slept, but I came for a snack. I want to have something, so I came down. And at that time I heard something my parents were talking, and I saw it. And my father was like crying. That's the first time I saw my father crying. I always used to feel that my father is a hero and such a raw guy. I used to feel like that, and suddenly when I saw my father is crying in front of my mom, I was like literally cried. I went to my room and I cried. Like, you know uh, that moment is something I can't forget. uh, he left his job, and I was like playing for fun at that time. I am not really focused on my cricket, and that moment really changed everything. And from that day on, I changed everything. I cut off my. I used to have pani puri at the time. I love having pani puri, and I stopped pani puri, sugars, everything. I changed my diet. I changed everything. I used to woke up on my own. At that time, my father used to try to woke up. At the time, uh, I used to woke up on my own, and I used to woke up my father to get in. He doesn't know that I saw him crying, but I know when I saw him crying, and that's the moment everything changed.
Just flipped, huh? Just it came naturally to you at that.
And I was on my own, and I started playing well after that moment, and everything went in my way from that.
I can see. I don't know if you're getting emotional while talking about
As
it.
a list,
No, I mean, I won't understand it because I've not lived that journey. With all due respect, but do you still get emotional talking about it? Um,
I still
it's still fresh.
sometimes I
It's
still
still as
remember.
fresh like when you talk about it.
Because at that time my father used to be a respectable person in society, like central government job, everything. He has a house, everything. And then he came up to a situation where he needs to sell that house to get a good income. At that time, people are also started disrespecting him in front of me, and I have seen that my father's trying to hide it, but I can see what's happening around. And you know when you saw my father respected, and then people disrespecting him. And that time again he started, like when he cried at that time, everything was like a movie for me, like watching him. And instantly I got changed myself. I just kept on saying that till now my goal is to make my family respected. That's what my goal is. Like, I don't have any ultimate goal or something like that. I just want my family to make respect. And I saw that when I played under 16, I got that highest run getter, I got the Naman award. I saw people started respecting my family. And that time I felt, oh, this is where I need to perform, and this is how I'm going to get my respect. So that time I felt like, if you wanted to be respect, if you want your family to be respect, you need to be a great cricketer.
As a 16-year-old, I know the 16-year-olds of you and the 16-year-olds today have the phone, so information is readily available. How did you sort of go about deciding what is the right amount to eat? What is the right thing to eat? Yeah.
At that time, we had an academy actually, so Kadapa Academy. So that's ACA build up this part called academies. So three academies they have built for certain age groups, and I was sent to Kadapa. I went to Kadapa, and that's where my game started changing. Like, there they provided proper boiled eggs, oats, sports, everything, like proper lunch, proper dinner, non-veg every day. So protein intake is good at that time. And that's when I started growing. My body got started growing. I still remember when my father and my mother came up and dropped me in Kadapa, because from Vizag to Kadapa is very long.
Okay.
And they came to Kadapa and they dropped me over there. And I still remember my bus is going to school, and they came till the school behind there in car. So my mom is like crying a lot. My father is crying, and they're driving. I was crying, and like I was saying, बस का लास्ट सीट जो होता है ना, उसके ऊपर ऐसे बैठ के I was watching them. And I still remember that moment. My mom used to tell that moment when they left me in Kadapa.
Yeah.
And after that 3 years I have been there, and a lot of work has done at the 3 years, and the 3 years changed me a lot.
Can I,
I should say thanks to ACA for that.
do you think you're blessed?
Yeah.
And not blessed because of all that's happening, all the cricket. Do you think you're blessed to be born into the family?
I think, yeah. I think I'm so blessed to have born in this kind of family. Oh, yeah, we are not that rich. My father is not rich. My mother is not rich, but I'm in a good family where they keep motivating me, and I really enjoy when I spend time with my family.
As the years have gone by, have you spoken about that moment with your father after that? When you saw him crying, when you were a young kid.
I never spoken to him.
अभी तक
but
आपने बात
अभी तक नहीं. But I mentioned it before one interview as well. He would have watched that interview and he knows, but I never went to him and told that, Dad, you cried that day, that's why I changed, and this kind of that's why I changed. I never told that moment.
never, but he's seen it on another interview.
Yeah, he would have seen that.
Is that the kind of relationship? आप लोग ज़्यादा emotional on the face of it नहीं होते एक दूसरे के साथ?
Yeah, I'm like my father only. My father doesn't want to show his emotions in front. Same. I am also same. I don't want to show my emotions in front of everyone. So
When have you seen him the most emotional with you?
that time with me,
Yeah, with you. Like when you saw कि यार he's actually just open, let loose now. Is there a moment?
IPL, there is a moment in last year IPL when I finished the match against CSK. I finished it as sixth.
I remember that game.
So when I came back to the dressing room, he came and he hugged me. He was like, that's the first hug, first proper hug. I feel like, a warm hug. He came up to me and he was like in happy tears, and I still have that picture. I guess someone clicked the picture, and I love that picture. I still have that with me.
You're saying that is the first time that kind of a hug has come after a performance. Wow, yeah. Nitish, huh?
He has been very hard on me from childhood, and that hug really means a lot for me.
You had spoken about it earlier as well, when your uncle had gifted you a bat as well. And I remember in an earlier conversation also, you've had that bat for a long time. Could you tell us the story about that?
To be honest, I still have that bat.
Still have,
out.
huh?
Yeah, but it was in a bad condition, but I still have. Uh, my father was not able to afford a spike shoe and a cricket bat. At that time, my mama was doing a job, and he's also having a little salary, but he kept his salary for me and he gave me a proper cricket shoe. At that time, I wanted to get only a shoe what Virat Bhai is wearing. That moment is very special for me because I was really hoping for a kit bag, because I used to use others' kit bag at that time, and when I actually got my kit bag, that is very good moment for me actually. For any sports player, that will be a great moment.
And you want to repay back?
Yeah, his birthday is coming. So I just want to give a proper shoe, because now the Puma is sponsoring me and I have a brand there for me, and I just want to gift it back to him. I don't know if this will be sufficient,
Huh.
but he will be happy for this.
Brilliant, yeah.
I was just want to give it on his birthday. Hello. ఎక్కడ ఎక్కడున్నా హ్యాపీ బర్త్డే అత్త. హ్యాపీ బర్త్డే.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఎలా అవుతుంది బర్త్డే?
ఏం చేస్తున్నావు? ఎక్కడ ఉన్నావు? బెంగళూరులోనేనా?
బెంగళూరు షూట్ లో ఉన్నా.
అవునా?
అదే సురమైతో మాట్లాడదా అని.
ఆ?
సురమైతో మాట్లాడాలని షూట్ మధ్యలో ఇప్పుడు ఆపేసి మాట్లాడుతున్నా.
ఓకే ఓకే, నేను పని చూసుకోలేదు.
ఏం సురమయ్య సంగతులు?
చెప్పాలి.
ఆకాష్ కాల్ చేశాడా?
తెల్లకొచ్చావు.
మేకప్.
అదే అదే ఫుల్ గ్లోర్ గారు పడుతున్నావు.
ఇగో మా ప్యూమా టీమ్ ఇగో అంతా ఇక్కడ ఉంది. సే హాయ్. సే హాయ్ టు హాయ్ హాయ్. So
Hi,
he
sir.
is
Hi,
the one
sir.
who is interviewing.
Hi, sir. Hi, sir.
హాయ్ హాయ్.
సో నీకు గుర్తుంది కదా నాకు ఫస్ట్ షూ ఇచ్చింది. సో నీ బర్త్డేకి ఇగో ఇప్పుడు నేను ప్యూమాకి దే స్పాన్సరింగ్ మీ, కాబట్టి ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ యూ దిస్ షూ. ఎలా ఉంది నీకు? ఈ కలర్ నచ్చుతుంది కదా?
ఏదైనా గిఫ్ట్ అంటే గిఫ్ట్ కదా.
అదే షూ ఇచ్చా కాబట్టి షూ ఇద్దామని అంతే. ఇంకేంటి?
Sir, sir. Sir, you should say एक जूते में काम नहीं चलेगा. You should say many more should be coming.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Why only one shoe?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a coupon code. I'll give you a coupon code. Maybe he'll be happy if I give a coupon code.
Free pass in PUMA.
Yeah.
One day I will. But as of now, for your birthday. Even he plays actually cricket Sundays and Saturdays. He really loves playing
Really?
cricket.
And
Yeah.
how old is he that he's still playing right now?
No, he's just playing for it
No,
for
but
fun.
that's what I'm
He's
saying.
in the 30, age 40. He's
Ah,
40
sir.
now.
Ah.
He looks younger, but he's 40.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
I look younger than Nitish, but yeah.
Yeah, he
We're
believes
we're
that.
not disagreeing. We're not disagreeing, sir.
He's so happy when someone comes up and says that you look same exact like Nitish.
Huh.
So he tries to replicate my haircut. He tries to be like me, so that someone comes and says that you look exactly like Nitish and that.
See, even say same.
Even he is trying to get the same haircut now, which I'm having.
Because
Yeah.
you have to color the hair also, sir.
He doesn't know that. This I got 2 days back
Oh,
only.
2 days back only.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did already in the IPL when I got the color. He also did the color.
Sir, can I ask you a question? What were you doing when the 100 was being hit?
He was there with my dad.
I know he was there. So exactly, how was that emotion, sir? Because I've asked him. But what was that emotion for you?
For me, even I can't say it in a words. Like, I never cry for anything. I'll be like, very strong person. But that day I couldn't even hold my tears. Yeah, we have been watching for this event from past 10 years, to be frank. Like, we want to see that too in the BZT with 80,000 people watching him. And even I got to know, like, million people are watching that 100, just waiting for Nitish 100.
Can I tell you, sir? Even I cried a little bit. Even commentary, my people were crying. It was a moment where everyone was crying.
Yeah, because that's the emotion. Because his dad is next to me. Because from childhood onwards, I was seeing how much struggles he was there. With that 100, he erased everything.
Many more to come. Many more to come.
Yeah,
Sir-
always first 100 is first 100.
Yeah, first one. సరే నేను మళ్ళీ చేస్తా అయితే షూట్ అయిపోయి
Sir, India.
Hello? ఇండియాకి వచ్చాక ఓకే ఓకే అవునా ఓకే ఓకే సరే అయితే ఓకేనా బాయ్ బాయ్
Nitish, I have to ask you about Vijay Merchant Trophy. Sir, उस साल क्या खाया था आपने? मतलब रन भी बना रहे हो, विकेट भी बना रहे हो, 1200 runs, 30 wickets as well. Is that one of those career defining? Because it's come at the age of 15, 16. So is it career defining? It's come so early in life?
Yes, it is. Early success came to me in my life. I feel like 15 years I've seen I have batted long innings, I have bowled with new ball. I really love to bowl with new ball, and I took very good wickets with new ball. I was so happy for that year. What I have done for my team.
What was that, I dare say, invincible feeling like? And I mean it with the utmost respect for your opponents, whoever you were playing. But what is that invincible feeling like? कि मैं जा रहा हूँ, मुझे पता है मैं रन बना रहा हूँ. मैं जा रहा हूँ, मैं विकेट ले रहा हूँ, मुझे पता है मैं ले रहा हूँ, विकेट ले रहा हूँ.
I really love to enjoy that moment, when I go in. I really love facing those situations. Every wicket is not same, every bowler is not same. We used to play different teams. That time Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, all good teams are there at that time, and scoring against them, and people so called, they told they are such great teams, and playing against them and winning against them, that makes me so happy. And if you played a good role in your team, and you're making your team win for that match, and that's the thing I really wanted. And I wanted to do it in fielding, batting and bowling. That's how I did in that year, and I'm so happy for that year.
What is that? Is that the best way to describe it as a marathon? Because to score 1200 runs, what is it? Do you need stamina? You need focus? You need to stay present? What is it?
Everything, you need everything. Like, I remember in 7 matches I scored 1200 runs.
Yes, sir, 1200 बख्श देते दूसरों को बेचारे.
In 6 matches, I ended up scoring 850 runs something. And 7 match I scored in qualifiers. I scored 442. That's my highest.
क्योंकि आपने कम बनाए थे उससे पहले कि आपने फिर 400 मारे?
Come, matlab, I have scored 300.
Yeah.
and I scored 190. At that time, my coach was little harsh at the time because I got out at 94 once against Hyderabad.
Okay.
I got out 190 against Karnataka because I didn't made it a milestone. I tried to score big shot and I got out because I was really not at that time. I was really not up to making a milestones for my personal. I was wanted to make my team win.
Hmm.
So I got out at 94, no, 98, 98, 191 or something like that. So when I got out at 98, he made me run for 2 rounds. Okay. After the match, when I scored 98 and I bowled like decent overs, and he made me run after the instant day. Even though he knows that next day I have to bowl, he made me run. Okay. Okay, it's fine. 2 rounds, very easy. It's done. Next time when I got at 190, I have to run for 10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Yeah.
And after spending time on the pitch,
Spend all the
going
time.
much-
Yeah. I almost played one day batting, and he wanted me to run. I did 10 runs, and I next time when I came to like when I scored 300,
Yeah.
when I was 298, I felt little pressure. But when I was playing at 290, 291, 298, at the time I was playing little cautiously so that, you know, if I got out here, he would make me run for 7, 8 rounds or something like that.
No, I think it would have been at least 20 rounds.
Yeah,
Because if you missed a 300, sir,
obviously.
lots of.
How many runs I'm missing out? That many rounds I have to.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's how it went.
But yeah, wow, I mean, the record still holds.
Yeah.
What a record, yeah. And 30 wickets as well. Nitish, how are you managing the body in the sense?
At that time, my body is so fresh, at such a young age, 15 years, at that time, everything is flexible. Playing more matches, now it became little tough to manage.
Hmm.
But at that time, I was so fresh. 15, 16 years, I used to open bat, I used to open bowl instantly. After bowling 20 overs, I used to go and straight away bat, do my opening stuff. But later on, when I came to 19, the workload, obviously, we need to manage. At that time, no one is there to manage, and work has become more on me. The team has depended more on me, and I started going down the order because coach want me to go because I was only looking up for my batting only. Bowling is just my, you know, I used to bowl new ball and I became good in that way. But batting is always my priority at that time. And so I used to play for number 5, number 6, and I went at number 7 as well. I was not figuring out how to get runs at the time. Instantly, I saw failures as well. After a breakdown year, when I came to 19 league matches at the time, I was facing the failures, and I came up to a situation where I wanted to leave my fast bowling.
Okay. You thought it's taking a toll on the body, basically.
Yeah, because I was not able to do opening instantly after bowling.
Yeah.
So I wanted to leave my bowling and I wanted to start an off spin, something like that. And I wanted to bat open, do my opening stuff. So I tried bowling, off spin, leg spin. I tried everything, and then I called my coach, who is there, uh, who's my Kadapa, I told you, right?
Okay.
That coach, I called in and I asked him. See, I wanted to leave my fast bowling and I wanted to really focus on my opening batting. At that time, he mentioned that, see, Nitish, every time it's not going to your batting, you won't be successful. But when you're not successful in certain day, you can help your team with your bowling, which I have seen you have done a lot of times. And that's your skill, being an all rounder. Please don't leave. At that time, later on, when I went into Ranji Trophy, I was not even getting runs at that time. And the thing which helped me to stay in the team is my bowling. That time I used to pick 5-4, 5-4-3, some wickets, and that's where they kept me in the team. Otherwise, I would have kicked out of from Ranji Trophy because I'm not able to score runs at that time. So that time I really felt what he has said at that time.
So what's a general net session like for you? You're going in there, you're playing tha tha tha. Then उसके बाद आपने पैड उतारे आप.
So it will be planning. I just want to bat till the time where I feel okay, I have done enough, and then I'll come to my bowling and I'll bowl couple of overs. I feel if I feel good, then I'll take a break and I'll come fresh to the match.
How important is recovery? And what do you stress on in terms of a non-negotiable in recovery? Like I remember I did a chat with Sunil Chhetri once, and I was expecting him to say some fancy stuff and ye piyo, wo piyo. He said, भाई नींद मेरे को 10 घंटे चाहिए, and that is my number one priority for recovery. What is your number one priority?
Obviously, sleep. Sleep and diet is my number one priority, because if you're not eating well, if you're not sleeping well, you can't perform well in the ground. If you want to perform well in the ground, you need to be certain things where you need to be disciplined. So everyone talks about discipline, and a lot of guys take it in a wrong way. You need to hold your hands like this and stay in front of your coach, so humble. That's not discipline. So discipline is that thing when you wake up at 6, you're coming, doing the same thing for a year, for 2 years, for 3 years, then you're seeing the progression. That's what discipline is. So I really look up for the thing in Ronaldo. So Ronaldo, I really love the way he keeps himself.
Doing the boring things regularly every
Yes,
day, every day, every
it
day.
is boring actually. Yeah, when you when I was childhood, I don't used to play shadow. Like I don't want to do only. But now I'm doing it for every day 45 minutes. At least I want to spend 45 minutes doing my shadow, so that I'll be in my shape. That really helps me. So whatever helps me, why should I leave that? I wanted to keep with me, and I wanted to keep my sleep, diet, everything perfect, so that mentally also you are ready that yeah, I have done this all things, and now I'm ready for this.
Could you give me whether in practice, in series or out of series, let's put it like that. What is your day like? What time are you sleeping? What time are you getting up? And how packed is your day?
If you're asking about in IPL or
No, not IPL. I'm just saying that, say, when you're not playing franchise cricket or you're not representing the nation and you're on your own in a sense, what is your day like?
so morning practice is my priority. So I go practice at morning whenever wickets are ready. So sometimes the dew matters, so you have to get little late for that. And I come up on time and I practice my stuff. I do everything. I come back. I'll have a good breakfast, and I'll sleep for some time. I'll wake up for lunch. I have my lunch, and I'll go evening. I'll go for gym for good strength session or running session, alternative sessions. So one day it's like gym, one day it's like running. So it depends on it depends on trainer. That's how we're gonna plan my sessions as well. Bowling workload is main thing for me, because you can't go over doing everything, because you need to prepare your body for that as well. So everything is managed by certain people around me. So that's how I have to plan my sessions as well.
And lights out 10 p.m.
Yeah, 10 p.m.
10 p.m. So
Mostly 10 p.m.
and ये phone
Because only because of me playing some games, it will prolong to 11 p.m. sometimes. But if I have an early session, I will close it early. But if I'm not having an early session, if I'm having a session for 10, socho ki 10 a.m., then I'll go till 11:30 to play with my friends. I really love playing gaming thing. I don't really love hanging out with my friends or something like that.
yeah.
But I really love playing games with my close friends. There are certain group friends.
3-4 of you come online.
Yeah,
You guys play.
that's a stress buster for me. That's big stress buster. Like if someone asks me, no one asks me what is a stress buster,
Yeah.
but that's my.
Really? And what's the longest you've gone?
Whenever I feel down, whenever I feel, I was not playing good or something like that, I just call my friends and they come up, and those funny conversations, those fun things which happen in game. I really love that thing, that vibe.
And the longest you've gone, like in a session, in a gaming session?
I don't remember. In lockdown, I must have gone playing for 4 to 6 games, 6 hours in lockdown.
4 to 6 hours.
Yeah,
Not bad, yeah.
that's my longest. 4 hours is my longest.
Can I move on to, you had spoken about, and we were talking, this conversation started with you and your body getting used to batting, bowling, and preparing for it in a sense. Has the body now, with habitually you're doing this over and over again, habitually you're putting your body under that kind of stress over and over again. Are you seeing now the body is coping with both skills?
Yeah, it is. When you make up your body how you want to, and at the end of the time, fitness is the main thing for me. I need to be fit to be perform in the ground, whether it's bowling, it's batting, or it's fielding. I just want to give my 100% in three ways. uh, that's how I want to make my body as well. That's why I want to make my body mold in that way, so that whatever situation comes up in front of me, I have to be there for the team.
Are you prone to overtraining?
Yeah, I have.
Because it comes across like you're too into it.
Yes, and too into
Does
training.
someone have to hold you back and say कि छोड़ दो थोड़ी देर अभी? Sometimes you need to rest also.
Yeah, someone has to tell that, because sometimes I do overshadowing, overdoing stuff, because I wanted to get it by any chance. Like, want to do it anyway. So I just go overdoing it, but somehow no one will be there when I was doing that. But I wanted to keep myself to be a little more calm and take care of my body.
And is the ultimate goal now to be that all-rounder?
Yes, to become one of the greatest all rounders.
Any conversations with Hardik on the role,
Yeah,
the demands of the role?
I have done a lot of conversation because when I met him in IPL also, and in Indian team, he always mentions about diet, and you need to be he is the one who is there, present, who is
Yeah.
being the best all rounder.
Yeah.
So he really look up to his diet, his nutrition, his everything, his sleep pattern, everything. So that's what he keeps saying me. We never talked about skill or technique wise. We always used to talk about this, like he tells me to never skip a pool session. We met when I was in the pool doing my recovery thing. He also came and he said, "You're doing the good thing, and keep doing it every day. Whether you're not able to come or not, just try to do it every day because recovery is the best thing you can do it to yourself." So that's what I have learned from him. Like recovery is you outside you maybe can't see that Hardik does this all stuff, but I have seen him doing these things, taking his nutrition on time, everything.
Because that was the thing I was going to ask you. You think there's a misconception about Hardik, that there's a flashy side to Hardik, but we tend to forget that the roles that he is executing for the team requires that kind of discipline.
Seeing on TV is different, but meeting him is so different. Like when I met him, when he came up to me and he talked, it was so different when you assume someone watching in TV and when you personally meet him, it's so different. He is the guy who's same like that. He wants to be in his zone. He's the guy who chills around, and when it comes to his professional thing, he gives his 100% to the team, and that's how you need to be. You need to be as you are. So I love the way how he spends his time.
That's a great lesson. Yeah, it just goes to show that the bigger the sportsman, the bigger the performer, the bigger the stage, the more simple are their routines.
Yes.
For any young kid who is watching this interview, what are some of the lessons you've learned in order to survive at the highest level and continue to grow as well? From this Australia series, what are one of those lessons that you've taken?
I only can speak about the mental stuff because technique is something I can't speak to everyone because everyone has their own technique, and I don't really come to a person and tell change this or something like that. But yes, you need to be mentally strong. No matter how strong technique you have, you need to be mentally strong to play in that situation, particular situation. So that's what I believe, and that's what I say to every kid. You know, when my young age, I don't used to have a proper diet and proper trainer. I suggest now kind generation kids to have a proper trainer or like nutritionist. It's not everyone can afford, but at least you can lay in that. Yeah, at least you have to invest in yourself to be in a better position.
Yeah.
So everyone thinks that only bat and ball is the only thing you can, but today's generation kids needs to know that what kind of exercise you need to do and what kind of diet you need to follow to according to your body. So you can be strong in your strength and you're weak in your power, so you can improve your power. Someone is good in power exercise, someone is weak in strength, so you need to improve your strength. That's how you're gonna figure it out. That's depends on your trainer who is going to insist you.
And ये phone पे देख के podcast सुनने से नहीं होगा ये.
Obviously he needs to make a move to where he's trying to.
डुबकी लगानी पड़ेगी आप.
Yeah.
I'm moving on to the last part of the interview, and this is Sunrisers Hyderabad. The franchise, and it seems to be a natural fit, firstly from the outside. I'm going to talk about the retention firstly. Retention, आप retain करे गए हो for 6 years, right? Before the retention, were there offers on the table from other franchises? And did you then have to pick and choose? Or was it a very clear decision? I don't care what the bank or the money is. मैं यहीं रह रहा हूँ, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए.
Yeah, to be honest, I got some offers. Uh, but SRH is one team which I can really connect to them. Like it's a home team for me. It feels like you're representing your home team and wanted to make a wonders in that team. I just want to perform well and bring that cup back to SRH, and they have shown absolute faith in me, and that's my time, and I have to show faith on them. Re-give the trust to them.
Was it a very easy decision? There's no hesitation whatsoever. Just khatak.
Like there were some conversations going on to get me in the auction from other franchises, but
Because you would have got.
it was not an easy no to say to everyone. But my answer is always to play for SRH. But it was not an easy no to say to everyone.
And what is it? What is it about playing for the team, for the fans of the people? How would you describe that love?
That's what I'm saying. Like when I play to the team, whenever someone comes and talk to me in Telugu, they were like, they take me as a brother or kind of
You're representing
own
them.
brother. Someone
Yeah.
is playing in their home team. So obviously, Orange Army, that thing is huge. Like they support really well, and the number of people they come and support us in the stadium, it's massive, and we really love that energy in Orange. When those orange flags are came in that orange stadium, we really love that energy.
Were you surprised? Because when the retention rules came, we honestly did not think कि any franchise would exercise using all retentions. कोई एक का तीन का combination निकालेगा, कोई दो का right to match निकालेगा. You guys went all retentions. That was a clear message that you guys sent because it's a solid lineup. Even though you spent a big chunk on retaining those 6 players.
I feel that's a smart move from franchisee.
Very smart move.
Very smart move.
कितने रन बनाओगे सर? 400 बनाओगे अब?
I can't say that, but we'll make how many runs as possible we can.
Yeah, because I mean, 300 is not far away. With all due respect, I don't think it's far away. Huh? Can I ask you about Pat Cummins and what's it been like to play under Pat Cummins? Pat Cummins, the human being, and what a successful captaincy career he's had. What kind of a captain he is in a format, especially where you have to keep on. You've got to be on your toes and keep moving things around.
He's so cool, guy. I'll tell you one incident. Last year he came just 2 days back. If you're playing day after tomorrow, and he came today. And I don't know, I was doing very good in the camp, and I don't know whether he knows that I play good, how I play, how I do in my in the ground. I don't know, but when I met him, he was like, Nitish, you're playing really good. I was like, how, where could he see me? Like he said that he saw me in a YouTube, like there's a YouTube live going on that match, and he saw that match. I was like, oh, he's so that much dedicated to his team. When it's not just his national team, it's a franchisee cricket, and he's dedicated to that franchisee cricket. That's where you can say that how dedicated he is as a captain. He wants to know every player, how they play, and that's what makes him a better captain, I feel. Coming to on field, that calm and compose, he has that.
Does he talk a lot or
He doesn't give a lot of inputs, he just keeps it simple. This is the plan, this is the thing we wanted to do, and we have to execute that. If we did the execution well, if the batter hit after executing that as well, no worries. You have to execute that next ball as well. So that's what he keeps saying. Like, you know, whenever you're around Pat Cummins, you'll feel that confidence when some overs are you will be getting hit by batters, and
normal?
that time he comes up and he says that it's fine. You bowl the same ball. So not more captains come and say the same thing. They wanted to change the plan, but he wanted to keep the same plan again so that it gets success. I have seen we did the same thing and we get success as well.
You have, I know you're 21, 22 right now, but do you have ambitions of being
Oh.
a captain?
Obviously, like who doesn't want to do any captaincy? Like even if it's for state, even if it's for country, even if it's for franchisee, everyone wants to lift a cup for the franchisee or for Indian team. So if I got an opportunity, I would definitely try to fulfill that opportunity.
What sort of a captain will you be?
I don't know, I have to figure it out.
Like there is, some people, their personality takes over. Sometimes personality is not the best thing to take over in captaincy.
Maybe I'm just kind of guy who maintains that calm and composedness in the field, and not that much aggressive on the field. I just think it twice before doing anything. So that's how maybe I am. I have to see when I got the captaincy.
Yeah, but I don't think that day will be too far away. And all the very best if that does happen to you. You'll also be playing alongside Mohammad Shami, a fellow Puma ambassador.
Yeah.
What a bowler. What a bowler. So, वहाँ पे, but Sunrisers, if there is one person who can use that wicket from a bowling perspective, with his skill, then that would be Mohammad Shami at least, the way he bowls.
I haven't played much cricket with him, to be honest, but I have seen in nets what kind of bowler he is, and obviously in Indian cricket ICC tournaments, what he has done to Indian cricket team, what kind of bowler he is, one of the best bowlers in the world, and you're playing with him. I really wanted to spend some time with him and learn what I can learn from him. I'm just starting my career, and that would be a great opportunity to meet him and talk with him, sharing some experiences of mine and sharing some experience of him. That will be a great thing for me. And obviously, no doubt, he is one of the greatest bowlers.
Yeah, but again, it's a constant with any high performer. He faced a bit of a setback. तो वो वापस अपने जहाँ पे रहते हैं वहाँ पे उन्होंने पिच बना लिया अपने आप. And he said, I just consistently keep on bowling, 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 bowling. The habit of putting your body under stress in those situations repetitively, it's as simple as that. चाहे आप मोहम्मद शामी हो, विराट कोहली हो, नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी हो, it's just that you just have to continue, wake up, काम पे चलो.
Do the same thing.
Wake up, काम पे चलो. वही करना है आपने यार.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I ask you, moving on from Sunrisers Hyderabad, and this is to less serious stuff. This is on your love for movies, which was pretty evident in Australia. What has that love for movies been like?
It's just nothing. I'm the only one who from Telugu came up and playing really well. And why not doing their celebrations, like their iconic moments as my celebrations? And I have given a thought of other heroes as well. And when I come up playing next matches, I would love to do that celebrations as well, because we are getting a lot of love. Obviously, my franchise is getting a lot of love from Telugu people. So why not giving it back to them, like in a good way? So I just came up with that thought. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm sure Telugu fans will love that. Tollywood guys.
I'm sure all of them will love it. But do you like watching a lot of films in your off time?
Yeah, I do.
Because what people don't
I
realize.
actually watch a lot anime.
Acha, oh,
Yeah, I'm a lot into anime.
Huh.
So my favorite series is Naruto.
okay.
I don't. Seeing your expression, I guess you don't know what it is.
No, I try to act like I know. So I said, okay.
Yeah. So whenever I say something, anyone like this, they also try to act in that way, such a way they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the football one? No.
No, it's not the football one. It's a different one. I watched almost a lot of series, Naruto, Death Note, everything. I love anime because something is there in that, like storytelling kind of thing, coming back and being strong. The dialogues, everything, they just change. I don't know about others, but that the changes me instantly. Watching anime is one of my favorite things.
If you ask me again, I watched Naruto. Now you watch the reaction.
Do you watch Naruto?
I do, yeah. It's amazing, yeah. We're best friends. Is that all in your clothes as well? Because I've seen people who like anime, they like buying those clothes.
Yeah,
Do you have a lot of that?
I have.
You have a lot of
I
Naruto.
have some. I have some action figures with me.
And have you tried introducing any anime to members of the Indian team?
Mm, no.
Not yet.
Abhishek Sharma, I
Really?
played. He actually says that it has cartoon. So I don't like when someone says that cartoon. So he comes wantedly. He tells that anime is cartoon. Anime is cartoon. Even in bus also, I'm watching anime. Then he's like, before going to match, I see to certain reels which I saved anime thing and watch them. And he's the guy who sits behind me. So he sees that and क्या cartoon देख रहे तो match के पहले ऐसे he wants to poke me around. I tried to tell him that to watch that, but he doesn't.
Doesn't understand. Can I ask you, what is that relationship like with all you young guys who are in this team? There's Abhishek. All of you now, there's that progression which is happening. How do I put it? There's a new guard that's coming in. There's a new setup that is coming into this Indian team. What is that relationship like amongst all you young guys? Seniors के सामने आप लोग नहीं बोलते चलो ठीक है, but जब सब young लड़के एक साथ हैं तो फिर
I really feel so happy for them because we came up from 14, 16, under 19. We were in batch. Abhishek, Harshit Rana, Riyan Parag. These all guys, we are in a batch. And, watching them now, they have done a lot of hard work. When I am doing my hard work, they're also doing their hard work at the time. And I have seen that. And now everyone hard work is paying off. And, that's a great, I feel so happy for them. they have done a lot of things, sacrifice themselves to come here, and now they are in a better position where everyone is respecting them. I really love the way they're performing.
Yeah, and I'm guessing you guys are forming the core now
Yes.
of this Indian team for the next 10 years. And from a red ball perspective, ambitions of England, of going to England, playing that 5
Yeah, if I got an opportunity, I'll definitely make sure whatever I can do to my team. My strong base is an all-rounder, doing three departments well for my team and making my team put in a better situation. There is no personal milestones or something like that for me. I just want to keep my team first and make my team win.
Because I've seen in Australia, I think the maximum you bowled in a spell or total in your bowling was 6 overs or something. उससे ज़्यादा आपसे करवाया नहीं. Is that one of the ambitions कि और डालने हैं और over करने हैं?
I have to do more. I have to do more. I'm trying to figure it out a way where I can bowl more spells so that it will be more helpful for my team, and I'm working on that as well in my fitness aspect, so I can be more time in the field, like improving my endurance or something like that. So I'm in this time I feel that's a great time to work on my endurance. So if that thing comes in my adds to my strengthness, it will be great for me.
As a final question, in this katha that we just played out right now, have you got used to this? The lights, the cameras.
Now I'm getting
Everyone wanted to know about you. Everyone wanted to ask you something about you. You having to then जैसे mic लग गया आपको कुछ तो बोलना है. Have you gotten used to it?
Now I'm getting used to it. First I was not. I used to feel a little nervous in front of camera, like people are watching me, and I used to feel that nervousness. Now I'm getting used to it for talking in front of people. Before I was, to be honest, I'm so introvert.
Really?
He knows Akash, my manager. He knows that I'm so introvert and I don't talk to a lot of people who are close to me. I'll just talk to them. But if I get open in front of them, you can imagine how I will be.
Can you handle large crowds when you're going in and everyone is just vying for your attention? Everyone wants a photograph with you. Everyone's trying to get a hold of you.
I'll try to give a photograph whatever I can because I have been in that stadiums watching cricket and hoping to get a selfie with Virat Bhai or someone who has been with Indian cricket. So I know the desperation how fans will be because I have been there, and I would really love to give the time with them, but obviously we can't give so much time to them on the field when we have to certain focus on certain things. So I really want to give some time for them.
And कोई pose है सर जो आपने perfect कर लिया है कि कैमरे पे चाहे जैसे भी photo ठचैक.
I just want to give a big smile and thumbs up.
That's perfect, man. This is a perfect way of ending this podcast. Nitish, thank you so much for joining us and, of course, taking time and talking to us for so long at the PUMA headquarters. We wish you all the very best, brother. And I think this is not, it's just the beginning. अभी तो और बहुत बातें करनी है. अभी तो बहुत कहानियां बची हैं. So we wish you all the very best and success in your future.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you.